one eye. One shot at greatness. And now, perhaps, his final act. Shara Bullet, Magomedov isn't just another UFC fighter. He's a force of nature. A wild, unpredictable striker who defied logic by stepping into the most brutal combat sport with only one functioning eye. But that never slowed him down. If anything, it sharpened his edge. His opponents knew they weren't just facing a fighter. They were up against a man who had already lost something precious and refused to lose again. A fighter with one eye. A knockout artist who left his opponents on the mat. Shara Bullet wasn't just another fighter. He was a showstopper. His striking was exciting, his confidence unshakable, and even with only one working eye, he stepped into the octagon like he couldn't be beaten. But now, just as he was rising to the top, he faces the hardest challenge of his career. Born in Dagestan, a place known for producing some of the world's toughest fighters, Shara Bullet was different. Unlike many of his countrymen who built their careers on wrestling, Shara was a pure striker, a fearless, aggressive fighter who didn't just fight to win. He fought to destroy. His spinning kicks, sharp elbows, and unpredictable moves made him a tough opponent. His early days in kickboxing and MMA were full of exciting moments. The moment the fight started, he charged forward like a hunter going after its prey. There was no waiting, no hesitation, just pure action. His knockouts became famous, his name started getting attention, and soon, the UFC took notice. Fans love a good underdog story, and a one-eyed fighter knocking people out? That was something straight out of a movie. When Shara made his UFC debut, everyone was watching. The excitement was real. Could he survive against top fighters with his disability? The answer came quickly. His opponent barely stood a chance. From the first moment, it was clear, Shara Bullet wasn't here to survive. He was here to take over. He controlled the fight with his striking, landed hard shots, and walked away with his first UFC win. The doubters had nothing left to say. But fighting with one eye isn't just about proving people wrong. It's about survival. It's about knowing that every punch or kick you don't see could be the one that ends your career. Shara never let it show in the cage, but the truth was always there. Fighting at the highest level with a disability like that isn't just risky, it's dangerous. His second UFC fight was even more intense. His opponent barely lasted. The kicks, the punches, the sheer aggression, it was all too much. He wasn't just winning fights, he was breaking his opponents down. Fans couldn't get enough. Every time Shara fought, they knew they were about to see something amazing. But behind the scenes, the truth was catching up to him. In his most recent fight on 1st February 2025, at UFC Fight Night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Shara faced Michael Venom Page, a striker known for his tricky style and accuracy. The fight was highly anticipated, with fans eager to see how Shara's aggressive approach would match up against Page's quick movements. From the start, Page used his reach and speed to keep Shara at a distance. Despite Shara's constant forward pressure, Page's counter-striking and ability to control the fight proved effective. Over the 3 rounds, Page landed strong hits, including a quick 1-2 punch and a flying knee, showing off his striking skills. Shara, known for his toughness, took the hits and kept moving forward, but struggled to land clean shots against the quick Page. The judges scored the fight in favor of Page, giving Shara the first loss of his career. Even this loss was a turning point. Shara's unbeaten record was proof of his skill and determination, but the fight against Page showed the challenges he faces, especially with his visual impairment. Fighting with one eye isn't just a physical challenge. It's a constant mental battle, knowing that every hit you don't see could be the one that ends your career. Shara never let it show in the cage, but the truth was always there. For fans, his journey has been nothing short of amazing. A one-eyed fighter who went against the odds, Shara's aggressive style and knockout power made him a fan favorite. But his recent loss to Michael Venom Page has raised questions about his future. Fighting with one eye isn't just a physical challenge. It's a constant risk, where every unseen hit could mean the end. The question now is whether Shara can adapt, improve, and come back stronger. The fights waiting for him could be legendary. If he does return, the middleweight division still has tough opponents waiting for him. A rematch with Page could happen, but other big names are out there too. Fighters like Sean Strickland, whose constant pressure could test Shara's stamina, or Paulo Costa, whose power could lead to an all-out war. would make for exciting matchups. And let's not forget Khamzat Chimaev, another Dagestani fighter whose wrestling could be a huge challenge for Shara's striking heavy style. But none of that happens if he doesn't come back. The UFC knows he's a star. The fans want to see him fight again. But the decision is up to Shara. Does he have one more fight left in him? Or has the sport taken too much from him? One eye, one career, one last chance to make his mark. If this is the end, it's not the ending anyone wanted. But if he comes back, if he rises from this loss, the story of Shara Bullet will only get bigger. The Octagon is waiting, but the choice is his. What do you think? Should Shara Bullet keep fighting in the UFC? Or is this the end of the road? And if he does come back, who should he fight next? Let us know in the comments below.